Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Celente, and it's Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. And you know what Tuesday is? Trends Journal Day. And your new Trends Journal is out. That's right. The fish rots from the head down. Yep. You got that fish? One after another. Murder Inc. Oh, yeah. Obama, Assad has to go. Gaddafi has to go. Clinton, oh yeah, his mass murderers of Iraq, 500,000 Iraqi children under the age of 5 slaughtered. Madeleine Albright, the ambassador of the United Nations at the time, said, it's worth the price. So when you get crazy kids blowing up people, it's again, this whole country's going down. I'm heartbroken to see how low America's gone. And you read the stupidity of the news going out. This is the headline story in Yahoo. Kim Kardashian's Met Gala moment has, quote, permanently altered, end quote, Marilyn Monroe happy birthday dress, says heartbroken collectors. What the fuck do I care? What am I, 6 years old? Kim Kardashian? What did Mickey Mouse do to Minnie Mouse? And then you turn on to Cartoon News Network, CNN. Trump seeks revenge against Republicans who broke with him. What the fuck do I care? What's going on in the world? What does it mean? And what's next? That's what the Trends Journal is. Instead of the bullshit that they're putting out there, we are going through a socioeconomic and geopolitical crisis, the likes of which are unprecedented. As Trends Journal subscribers know, if you go back to our Trends Journal cover of February 22nd, 2 days before Ukraine was invaded by Russia, the headline read, COVID war, Ukraine war to world war. Talk of peace forbidden. Breaking news. World War III has been declared. Oh, I know. I said that a long time ago before the war. No, Celente. Now Pope Francis has said it. Yep. He lamented the military conflicts across the globe. And again, he's saying all the stuff that we're saying, all the wars going on that nobody talks about. And he said, quote, I am simply against turning a complex situation into a distinction between good guys and bad guys without considering the roots and self-interests, which are very complex. While we witness the ferocity and cruelty of Russian troops, we should not forget the problems and seek to solve them. Amen and amen. He's exactly right. We wrote about it over and over and over and over in the Trends Journal since 2014, how the democratically elected government of Viktor Yanukovych of Ukraine was overthrown by the United States, on and on. In your Trends Journal, details. And the Pope is saying what we're saying. We are in critical times, and the only thing they're feeding you down your throat is junk news. And I listen to these moronic people saying, oh boy, Biden's really more stupid. You know, I wish Trump was great. Oh yeah, let's see. Yeah, the federal deficit climbed under him, was just about one of the biggest of all time. Between all the cheap money he dumped into the system to artificially prop up the economy when the COVID war started, and he called a national state of emergency on March 13th, 2020, Black Friday. Oh, yeah, what he did with Venezuela. Oh, you're killing a guy in the Iranian general, Soleimani. Oh, that was brilliant, too. One after another. Ending the peace agreement with Iraq for nuclear weapons. Oh, terrific. The difference between people say, I'm voting for a lesser of two evils. That's like saying, I like Burger King better than McDonald's. Shit is shit, junk is junk, and stupid is stupid. So watching this stupid crap of of Trump, what's going on, was like being stupid and watching the impeachment trials, which he said was a waste of time. You're not going to learn anything from it, and he's not going to be impeached. They're not going to get the votes to impeach him. Those were the facts, but people ignore them. And now, headline in the toilet paper record, in the business section, Shudder runs through Wall Street. You see how they use this whole half a page? That's so they don't have to write any facts in here. Today's Wall Street Journal. How U.S. officials got inflation wrong. U.S. officials? You mean official pieces of shit? Who the fuck are you to come out with this official crap? You mean the scum that are part of the system? And then the arrogance of these little prostitutes, media whores that get paid to put out by their corporate pimps. Here's what they write down below. Private forecasters and nonpartisan congressional scorekeepers similarly failed to anticipate the magnitude and duration of higher inflation. How dare they? Hey, you too fucking stupid to read the Trends Journal? Why, calm down, Celente. Swallow their shit. Everybody else does. And that's why you subscribe to the Trends Journal. We alerted you to everything that's happening before it happens. We give you history before it happens. The facts are all here, and they're way off. If you look back in hindsight, then yes, it probably would have been better to have raised interest rates earlier. Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, the federal chairman, said in an interview last month. If you look back at hindsight, you mean looking up somebody's ass? What hindsight you fucking talking about? You've been bullshitting saying it's temporary, transitory, transgendatory. We're giving you and nobody else is giving you. You look at what's going on now. Bitcoin's hit our breakout point, by the way. And where's it going? It's in your Trends Journal. Gold, it's near another breakout point, going lower. We're giving you the numbers. Gold's going down because interest rates are going up, and they say they're going to raise them 75 basis points tomorrow. You know what that's going to do to the economy? This thing, the big firms, the big real estate firms firing people. Pop, 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 pop. Yep. And now you go back to the Ukraine war. Inflation. This is the sanctions. Inflation was coming before then. They put the sanctions on when Iraq, you sound like Bush, when Ukraine was invaded by Russia. It's February 24th, Biden. I know this is hard and that Americans are already hurting. They're already hurting, all right? They're already hurting, but these fuck faces keep blaming it on Russia. We were already hurting from inflation, and the shithead made it worse. I should say the shitheads. You got all in NATO out there. I know this is hard and that Americans are already hurting. I'll do everything in my power to limit the pain the American people are feeling at the gas pump, which is now, gas is over $5 a barrel nationally, way over $7 in different places. Then he goes on to say later, bragging about these sanctions that he and NATO put on Russia. American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine. No, he got it backwards. The sanctions did nothing to stop Putin. They're winning the war that all the media said they would lose in the first couple of weeks, forgetting that America was at war for 20 years with Afghanistan and lost. What about it? 16, 18 years in Iraq and lost Vietnam after about 10 years, and they're there like a couple of weeks and all saying they're losing. No, Putin wasn't stopped. the powerful blowhard Biden, hit the American people as inflation is skyrocketing. I just paid $3.79 for about 8 pieces of celery. They're organic. And now you're seeing the 30-year mortgage, 6.28%. Last week it was 5.5%. All right? All the facts are in your Trends Journal where this is going. We have the economic and market overview, how much the Fed is going to raise rates and when they may lower them. Sales of luxury home falls almost 8%. And what Yellen downplays recession risk. Trends on the global economic front. Or we're going through all of what the ECB is doing, what the OECD is saying, what's going on with the bond buying. And is there going to be a debt crisis in Europe? Look what's going on with the dollar. The dollar's going up. The euro's almost flat from the time when they first invented the thing. And the yen. Yen's only at a 20-year low. The Indian rupee is crashing. And the stocks are falling as investors are fleeing. Again, what does all this mean? It's in your Trends Journal. That's only some of the economic front. We have a spotlight on inflation and a special Ukraine war report. Obama says Ukraine war is far from over. Well, hey, quote, I'm really good at killing people. He said the book Double Down. He should know. And a great article in here. Facts. U.S. was long ramping up the Ukraine war. I wrote this article. There's information in there you won't read anywhere else. What else we got? The grand finale. An implosion of the debt market. What does it mean for you and the world? That's right. I just mentioned about some of the debt in Europe as what Gregory Mannarino is nailing this 100%. And as things go down, they're going to rob us of more and more of our freedom. By the way, on July 23rd, right up here in Kingston, New York, on the Four Corners of Freedom, John and Crown Street, we're going to have a peace and freedom rally. Judge Napolitano will be a speaker. Gary Null will be a speaker. Scott Ritter will be a speaker. I'll be there and others. Great music, food, vendors, and drinks. Free. You come in free, you buy what you want. Food and drink, we're not giving that for free, but everything else we are. So come and support us. I'm pushing for fighting for peace. July 23rd. We're going to start at 2 p.m. and go as long as we can. Great music, hot damn band. Yep. Joe Duran on technocracy, because the worse this gets, the more of our freedom they're going to rob from us. After every war, they rob us of freedom. After World War II, they gave us the CIA, right? We really needed that. After the war on terror, they gave us Homeland Security. NASA was built, the other one, NSA. The NSA was built up, robbed us of more of our freedom. The COVID war came, you can see all the freedom they robbed us of. And now with World War III has begun, they're not going to make it official until the nuclear weapon goes off. It's begun. They're going to rob us of more of our freedom. And Joe Duran has great articles in here. When all else fails, gene editors blame war. On and on and on. This week in surveillance, trends in cryptos, trends in the COVID war, geopolitics, what's going on in China, Japan doubling down. We're preparing you like no one else. Trends Live View. They're talking about rationing gas in Europe come this winter. We're giving you a magazine and information you can't find anywhere else. And again, Great Trends in High Tech by Ben Davis. And tomorrow, don't forget, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Celente and the Judge. Judge Andrew Napolitano, he says what nobody says with the authority and judicial background of Judge Andrew Napolitano. So tune in tomorrow. Go to trendsjournal.com, trendsjournal.com to get your Trends Journal. It's only $2 a week. If you don't like it, 30 days, you get your money back. So you get 4 weeks of free issues if you don't like. We're giving you what nobody else is giving you. Our forecasts have been right on target. And as I said, these little jerks off over here in the Wall Street Journal have the nerve to say private forecasters simply failed to anticipate the magnitude and duration of higher inflation. That is total Wall Street
bullshit.
You got it. See you tomorrow. From COVID war to Ukraine war to world war. Are you prepared for what's next? These are unprecedented times. What's next? What's going to happen? Read the Trends Journal. We have an unsurpassed track record of forecasting history before it happens. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.